Hey guys, today we are making Almond Joy Fat Bombs. Now, the ingredients for this are straightforward, super easy. What you're going to need is some unsweetened coconut flakes. I like using these ones that are more like coarsely shredded. I like those better, but you can also use these ones that are more like flakes. Coconut oil, coconut milk, not like the gallon bottles of coconut milk. You need like the can, the thick coconut milk. Some stevia, some almond extract. If you don't have almond extract, you can use like vanilla extract, but it's not as good. Almond extract really takes it over the top. Okay, so I have this saucepan heating here, pretty low heat. Usually when you open the cans like this, it's kind of like thick at the top. I like to kind of like mix it around a little because there is some water underneath. Okay, so we need a 1/4 cup of coconut milk. This isn't going to be too exact, but whatever. 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. 1 cup of coconut flakes. This is enough to make about like, I want to say 12 or so little Almond Joy Fat Bombs. About the size of a normal Almond Joy. Just kind of let it like cook down a little bit. We're gonna throw 20 drops of stevia in. There's a little bit of sweetness in here already from like the coconut milk, the shredded coconut, but it needs a little more. A 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. Almond extract is like one of my favorite things ever. If you don't like it, it has a very strong taste. Just do like a 1/4 teaspoon instead. I'm gonna do a 1/2 though. I forgot to mention one additional item that we're gonna need. What if I told you it's the X factor? Okay, so we're gonna let that cook for about 5 minutes. Just on low to medium heat, and we are going to line this with parchment paper. That's what we're gonna let it set in for about an hour or 2 in the fridge. It's really starting to thicken up. Now it's time for the X factor, and if you guys don't have this, it's Xanthan Gum. It's really good for thickening things. When you're trying to do keto cooking because you can't really use flour and stuff. So I would recommend you guys pick some of this up. I'll link it below. But if you don't have this, you can get by with just letting it cook down a little more than we normally would. A 1/4 teaspoon of Xanthan Gum. This really will thicken it up fast too. So now we're just gonna place it all in this loaf pan lined with parchment paper. Now spread it out. I like to make it about a 1/2 inch thick. Now we just place this in the fridge for about 2 hours and then we'll come back, we'll make the chocolate part of it, we'll put an almond on top of each and that's basically it. You have Almond Joy Fat Bombs. Okay, so it's been an hour and this is pretty much set. It actually is entirely set. So we're gonna take it out. Now this has been in the fridge, not the freezer. And now we're gonna cut it into the shape of Almond Joys. You can just kind of like press them together a little more. There we have it. Now you can skip this part, but if you want to keep it official, we put an almond on top of each. I like to press it in a tad bit. Now, we're gonna place this in the freezer for just about 20 minutes or so to get it super cold. So then when we put the chocolate sauce on top, it'll harden right away. So let's put this in the freezer. We'll be back for the final finishing touches, the chocolate on top. All right guys, we're back with the final leg of the Almond Joy Fat Bombs. The Almond Joys are in the freezer. Now we're gonna chop up some chocolate for the coating, topping. And what's going into this is 100% unsweetened baker's chocolate, coconut oil, and stevia for sweetness. So this is gonna be a dark chocolate. We're gonna use about equal parts of coconut oil and baker's chocolate. Really, you just wanna get the consistency right. You want it to be pretty thin so you can just lay it on the Almond Joy. Let's go with 2 ounces. Cutting board's dirty. This just makes it melt more quickly. We're gonna microwave it. Throw that in the bowl. Then we're gonna go with about 4 tablespoons of coconut oil. I'm just gonna eyeball it. And let's do 20 drops of stevia. There's no sweetness in this whatsoever outside of the stevia. The chocolate is just very bitter. My favorite candy is Reese's Fast Break. I feel like that would be a very hard one to recreate for keto though.
Also the worst candy. If you got a box of chocolate, what piece would you go for first?
A box?
Assorted box.
I really like the cherry cream, like the fruity cream flavor ones.
I was going for the coconut fruit.
I like coconut too. So there's that. See, like, I always get confused with what am I comfortable labeling as a fat bomb. But like, what is the cutoff for a fat bomb? 8 to 10 grams of fat per gram of carbs. Yeah, I would say you want less than 1 gram of carbs per 100 calories probably for a fat bomb. But the key is you don't want this to be super hot because you want it to be able to just like harden as soon as it touches the really cold almond joys. So check these out. Oh, baby. Now it's just time to pour and adore. Hopefully this will harden up nicely. Maybe we should go for more of a dip. You know what? I'm calling an audible. We're gonna go for a dip tactic. The first time we poured them, but our mixture was thicker. The almond didn't stay on.
Lost the almond.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. What are you doing?
Just like halfway.
Okay. Mega's going for a halfway dip.
Does that look cool?
It does look pretty cool. Good job. See, this is what cooking's about. Just audibling on the fly. Go with the halfway dip out of nowhere. Lost another almond. Got it. So there they are. Those are the completed almond joys. Should I try one now?
Yes.
They pretty much cool immediately, so check it out, guys. I mean, that's cool. That looks like you know what you're doing in the kitchen, right? Let's try this now. You need the almond extract, in my opinion. It adds so much to it, it makes it the best. It's kind of like an amaretto flavor, if you've ever had the amaretto coffee creamer. Kind of like that. This is just like a really nice, good fat bomb. I mean, you can do nut-free, obviously, no almond. And then I also noticed the almond extract is made with almonds. So you could probably just go more of like a coconut vanilla route if you want to change that up. That's pretty much everything, guys. The nutrition and the full directions are in the blog post attached. This is a really good recipe, guys. Tastes like candy, but it's actually like a nice fat bomb and very tasty. So give it a try.